Back at Foxborough, it is 14-0 New England as we're about ready for the start of the second half. Right now, down in the field, Tom Neville, the veteran right tackle, an old teammate of yours, Nick, here at New England, is being honored.
Well, Tommy Neville is really the only Patriot left on a ball club that was here when I was playing back 8 or 9 years ago. He's a 12-year veteran out of Mississippi State, and there's talk that Tommy will probably retire after this year. So the folks of Foxborough and the Patriot management and everybody else involved is honoring Tom, and the legislature just has proclaimed that next week at some time there'll be Tom Neville Day here in Massachusetts. So a great honor for a nice guy.
He's been given a car, giving him an automobile. If he's smart, he'll come back next year and retire again and get a car every year for about 3 years that way.
At least he got something when he retired. So many of the guys retired, no one ever hears about him again. Now, some of the stats for the halftime, total net yards is 142 for Philadelphia, 223 for New England. Third down efficiency, which always is very important and often determines what's happening in the ball game, is almost equal. Philadelphia has converted 5 of 10, New England 5 of 8, so it's pretty close there. The passing yardage has been the story. The rushing yards is a 19 for 38 yards for Philadelphia and 18 rushes for 51 for the Patriots.
Here comes the car to the field.
The car.
Drove it right out.
You know, it'd be all right if you could use it in the offensive line to open up some good holes.
Eagles could put that in at fullback. Eagles are coming back out now. One of the Patriots over there checking out. Must be a very popular player with his teammates. They all came out to join in the halftime salute.
Well, last time I saw this type of thing happen was at the halftime of the Miami Dolphin-Baltimore Colt game this year. Miami was ahead 28-24 at the time, and then they honored Johnny Unitas, and the final score was Baltimore 45, Miami 28, so it may pay off. Sam Cunningham has 17 yards in the first half, and he only needs 4 more yards to set his personal record. That's not much rushing, though, for Sam Cunningham.
Those Patriots are checking out that car pretty closely. A lot of those players going over looking in there. I don't know what's in the back seat, but got a lot of guys interested.
I'm sure Dick Vermeil has had some words to say to his team at halftime, because you get down on a goal line, you knock 3 times and come away with 0. It doesn't leave too good a taste in your mouth. There he goes. The total yards 142 for Philadelphia, New England 223. So the difference really has been the fact that the Eagles can't get on the scoreboard. Now they've had many opportunities.
Curiously enough, the Eagles have had possession of the ball more than New England, but the bottom line is all Patriots as they lead 14-0 as we set now for the start of the third quarter. Tom Neville addressing the gathered multitude here as he gets a big salute. Boy, there's some day around the league. You look at those halftime pictures. Green Bay, a driving snowstorm. Cincinnati, the field covered by snow. They got the field and the snow stopped in time at Cleveland, but it's filled up all around the field. There's not a trace of snow here, but we certainly have winter weather. Temperature in the low 30s and those gusting winds, which bring the chill factor way down.
It's really kind of balmy compared to some of those other cities.
I tell you, if that's balmy, we walked in here today, there was a wind roaring through this place. Blow over a grown man. So the Eagles are set now to kick the ball off. And you'll get a look at Raymond Claiborne, who has not been on the field yet. Number 26, the return specialist from Texas, who's already broken one the distance. Minnesota has now come back. You heard Brent Musburger mention that the Packers were leading the Vikings. They were, but now Bob Lee has just thrown to Sammy White a 40-yard touchdown pass play. And the Vikings have taken a 7-6 lead over the Packers.
I see Tampa Bay's up to their same tricks, Don. Atlanta's beating them 10-0 at halftime. And, you know, you just wonder sooner or later Tampa Bay has to win. You know, they do have decent material. It's just not that bad. Good running backs. Huff's not a bad quarterback. He's back healthy. But yet they can't get any points on the board. And yet their defense plays decent week after week. Sooner or later something has to happen. Every team in the NFL right now is concerned about being the team that gets beat by Tampa Bay.
All they need is a couple of offensive linemen, a tight end, just to get some points up, because if there's a better defensive end in the NFL this year than Leroy Selman, I haven't seen him. That guy is something.
They say that Tampa Bay is going to take Ken McAfee, like we said before, in the first round. And, of course, that's next year. They still have to play 3 games.
McAfee won't hurt him, 260. Earl Campbell, though, when you talk about the I guess the super blue chips, they call them, are Campbell of Texas and wide receiver from the University of Florida, Wes Chandler.
Yeah, right. He is a super player. He's a lot like Nat Moore. Plays in the backfield, comes out as a receiver. Terry Miller for Oklahoma State is another one, another blue chipper. And Art Still from Kentucky. 6'7", 280-pound defensive end.
Full grown. Browner from Notre Dame, the defensive end, will go high. And now here is Raymond Claiborne, way back for the New England Patriots. Claiborne and Stanley Morgan were both drafted in the first round this year. Claiborne has returned 100 yards for a touchdown. He gets it at the 4. Eagles close in. Look at that wedge of blockers, though. Claiborne lost his footing. Give the guy a big build-up and he falls down.
Doesn't it always happen?
Doesn't it? Hasn't missed a free throw all day, and he takes the collar, 0 for 3.
I remember doing a preseason game.
Hat trick.
I gave Tom Blanchard a big build because he was leading the league in a 45-point average per punt. And he averaged 20 for the game.
There you go. Well, the Patriots come out now. They'll have the ball at their 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Darrell Stingley is wide to the right. Stanley Morgan is wide to the left. Setbacks are Calhoun and Cunningham. Tight end is Chandler. Sam Cunningham picks his way carefully and gets out to the 15-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Charlie Johnson playing good defensive tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the Patriots have not been able to run, and they are the leading rushing team in the AFC, but yet the Eagles have been able to contain the run real well. It's the pass that's given them problems.
That's where they've been beaten. They won't give you much. You won't sustain a drive against them just running the ball right at them. They play the run well. Handoff goes to Calhoun. Blocker in front of him, and big John Ham-Hocks Hanna. Hog Hanna, as he's known. Randy Logan came up, strong safety, and chopped down the ball carrier.
Well, another play that Cunningham got 3 or 4 yards on. He set a personal record for himself. That play there, an excellent defensive maneuver by Randy Logan, a safety man who came up and just took the guard on, knocked him down, and knocked Calhoun down with him.
One has to sacrifice his body for the love of the game when you're slapped.
Absolutely. We do not play this game for money alone, Don.
No. It is an incentive. Rogan guns it down the middle, and Stingley lost the ball. It was on his fingertips. High-jumping Darrell Stingley had the ball at his fingertips, and as you saw, it caromed away. And so there'll be a punt now as John McDonough, our director, gives us the end zone look.
Well, it's the same play that Stingley loves to run, down about 20 yards and turns it on in. Well, Fred Bruni threw the ball to the Eagles 30 times a day on that play. They don't seem to be covering it that much. It was just a drop pass by Stingley.
Wally Henry is now back deep.
I think Patrick's averaged 20 yards a kick.
That won't get it done. He hit that one, not very deep. Eagles will have to let it roll, though, and it takes a big, big New England hop down the field. Now goes back the other way, and it's down to the 43-yard line. So the Eagles go on offense, 1st and 10, with 13-13 to play in the 3rd quarter, and the Patriots holding the advantage they had at the half, 14-0.
We're not wrapping too much.
No, that's good. As long as you stay with it.
It's averaging 40.
The official car of the New England Patriots. Just a beautiful one. Visit your local showroom and see why the Patriots selected for them.
Maybe combat on the field.
You guys still in the truck? The Eagles break the huddle. 1st and 10 at their 43-yard line. Jaworski. Hogan is the first back through. He plunges ahead. He might have gotten 5 yards out to the 47-yard line. Mike Hogan on the run. As the Patriots unpile, Sam Hunt was in there again. They're working with combinations up front. McGee, Hamilton, Julius Adams all across the defensive front three. Zabel, Nelson, Rod Schote, and Hunt, the linebackers. Haynes and Howard, the corners. McCray and Fox, the safeties. Tom Sullivan didn't get much. Got the ball to the 49-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and about 4. Sam Hunt and Steve Zabel were on the stop for New England.
Wade Key led the play on that one, but unfortunately Steve Zabel was able to dart in underneath to make the tackle. The Eagles just have not been able to sustain anything on the ground. The Patriots have been playing them up tough in a line, and linebacker has been feeling real close to the line.
Those linebackers do so many different things coming out of that 3-4. They'll dance up tight, play off. You're never sure the look you're going to get from that defense. Jaworski has a problem. He eludes it, but for the moment. And then he's knocked down back at the 45-yard line. And so they'll have to punt it again as Tony McGee broke through. Tony McGee, 78, comes crashing through to make the stop from behind.
Well, you're talking about Jaworski having a problem. The problem has been Tony McGee the whole day. This time again, he beats Ed George, number 64, comes in from the backside and pulls Jaworski down for his 3rd sack of the day, and Ed George just is not blocking McGee, and the Eagles are paying for it.
He's had his problems with Tony McGee, and now Haynes is back deep to return punts. Boy, he got it away. Now Spike Jones got that away, and it takes an Eagle hop. It'll be a long time figuring that out. Spike Jones went right out of his hat to get that done. Rod Schote put the rush on, and he might have kicked it through Schote's legs.
Little drop ball down here. Spike decides to pick it up, and I don't know how he gets it between the 2 linebackers here. Schote hits him. At halftime in New England, 14, Philly nothing.
He didn't touch the ball, I don't think, and he hit. Yeah. No one's perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, I am.
Good point, Dave. That's right.
Okay.
Well, they have Alexander Calder paint the boundaries of the stadium. They got a star-spangled look. It's a Calder look. Don Craigie with Nick Bonacanti back at Foxborough, Mass. The Patriots have the ball and go to the run. Here comes Calhoun. He eludes Berge, and Calhoun sprints up the sideline. John Sanders finally knocked him out of bounds for the Philadelphia Eagles as the Patriots get the ball out ahead 7 yards on the run. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Fred Cox just kicked a field goal, and Minnesota leads Green Bay 10-6.
Philadelphia has to make a break for themselves here. Get a fumble or intercept the pass. They can't afford to have the Patriots drive down the field and score another touchdown.
That would put them out of it. They can get back in the way it stands now. Here comes Cunningham slashing back on a counter and working his way off tackle. He's out to the 42-yard line. Sam Cunningham.
Big, strong Sam Cunningham, 6'3", 235 pounds. The bread and butter man.